Beverly was. As far as the actual offensive stats, you have to think Lawson can shoot the jump shot. So that's going to give him more opportunities to assist, and it's going to spread the offense out more, which allow James Harden to be more one-on-one. But for me, Anthony Davis, hands down, is the best player in the NBA. If I'm starting a franchise right now, he's my first pick.
Whoa.
Yes. Whoa. Straight up.
Yes. If I'm starting a franchise now, today, for the future, absolutely. If I'm playing one season and I have to pick the best player to take me to the promised land, it's LeBron James.
Anthony Davis.
No, listen. I'm not diminishing Davis, but right now, as of right now, LeBron James is still the best player in the world. Now, the reason I think he's not, I don't think he'll win MVP this year. I'm not even sure he's going to win it anymore the rest of his career, is because I feel like it's almost the Michael Jordan factor a little bit. And I'm not comparing him to Michael Jordan. Please. I'm saying that it has the same effect where we got kind of like, okay, Jordan's going to win it again. He's going to win it again. And with that thought, they don't want to give it to LeBron because they feel like they're giving it to him by default.
I'm going to say like this. LeBron, he stuffs the stat sheet. He's everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. Points, blocks, steals, rebounds, assists. The other guys don't do that as much.
They don't.
And, the voters will look at that.
I don't think so. He did it last year, Mark. So why didn't he win last year?
Interesting.
Point,
I mean, it's what I said. People get tired of seeing the same thing every year.
But in the same case,
it's become expected of LeBron James. So now it's not dynamic, and he's not going to win because that's just LeBron being LeBron.
I don't know if Kyrie and Kevin Love stay out long periods of time, then yeah, maybe we'll talk about it. But we're going to take a quick break here on Full Court Press Radio, sponsored by SOFOELLC. After the break, we're getting into the Northwest Division with our good friend Tamler Richardson of Space City Scoop. We'll be right back after the break.
Slow traffic eastbound I-4 between the John Young Parkway and Ivanhoe Boulevard. You'll see delays also from Lee Road to about Maitland Boulevard. Westbound I-4 is slow from Colonial Drive to the 408, and then from Conroy Road to about Florida's Turnpike. Look out for an accident reported Econ Trail at Valencia College Lane. Ocoee-Apopka Road at Fuller's Cross Road, a reported crash, and they are working on the water main southbound I-Drive south of Oak Ridge Road. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Tip Line, 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Catherine Davis.
The Sports RX with Brandon Kravitz and the Shot Doctor.
Where was baseball compared to football 20 years ago? They were almost neck and neck. Imagine where they'll be in 2035, given the rate that it's going right now.
Well, 2035, baseball will have another couple of contracts in place, and the owners will still be making billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, they'll be on the Outdoor Channel making $20 billion. Fantastic.
The Sports RX with Brandon Kravitz and the Shot Doctor. Weekday afternoons at 3 p.m. on FM 96.9, The Game.
Are you looking for your dream home? Or are you looking to move out of your current home and find the home to start the next chapter of your life? Look no further. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty is your go-to guy to help you with all your needs. Specializing in West Orange County, Lake County, and Ocoee, his goal is to take care of you from the beginning to the end and is not satisfied until the job is complete. Stop by 401 West Colonial Drive, Suite 7, or give him a call, 321-945-6832. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty.
It's the CarPro Show with Jerry Reynolds, giving you the inside scoop on how to buy a car. Email Jerry now at carprousa.com.
For an outstanding car buying experience, go to carprousa.com.
Are you looking for a fun experience on the water with your family? Bring them to the Orlando Water Sports Complex, located off Highway 528 near OIA. The Orlando Water Sports Complex provides an experience you won't soon forget, featuring cable wakeboarding, as well as the Super Air Nautique G23, the world's best wakeboarding and wake surfing boat for guests to enjoy. For more info, visit actionparks.com. That's AKTIONPARKS.com. And tell them Full Court Press sent you.
Welcome to Late Night Parents. I'm your host, Ted Hicks. We have a weekly podcast where we sit down and talk with game changers in the sports, technology, education fields. We even do product reviews and giveaways. Why, you ask? Because we're all parents. So if you're ready for an up-close and personal look, then you can check out our podcast. New episodes are available every Thursday. Catch us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. That's Late Night Parents. The site is latenightparents.com.
Hey, boss, explain to me again why we're here at this pumpkin patch in the middle of the night.
I told you, since pumpkin prices have gone through the roof this year, we're going to swipe these babies so we can sell them and make a fortune.
I don't like it, boss. Why can't we go back to breaking into houses?
Because so many people have discovered Safe Touch security that it's putting us out of business. You know we stay away from Safe Touch houses.
I know, boss, but stealing pumpkins?
You got a better idea, Sunshine? I mean, between Safe Touch's 45-second response time, the two-way communicator...
Boss, wait. What is that? Over there near that big pumpkin.
Oh, no. Is that what I think it is?
Boss, it's a Safe Touch sign. The patch is wired.
Quick, get to the van.
I'm going, boss.
They must have video monitoring. Curse you, Lester Jackson.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, I hate Safe Touch.
Don't you know to stay away from Safe Touch houses? Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, president of Safe Touch Security Systems. No one beats our technology or our price.
On your cell, call pound 250 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Listeners, now I know you've heard of this up-and-coming brand Hoop Culture, which is headquartered right here in Orlando, Florida. But here's something that you didn't know. They are opening a flagship store in Fashion Square Mall, downstairs right in front of the movie theater. That's right, the brand that has brought you the iconic Eat, Sleep, Ball design is bringing their streetwear brand to retail. Stay ahead of the fashion trends. Go visit them online at hoopculture.com or follow them at Hoop Culture. Our listeners save 30% off your next order. Use the code RADIO at checkout.
Here's what's happening at the new FM 96.9 The Game. The Gumbo Wars Gumbo Cook-Off is coming Saturday, October 24th from 11 to 5:30 at the Fish on Fire restaurant. Enjoy delicious gumbo samples, live entertainment, a silent auction for amazing prizes, and more. Proceeds benefit anglers for conservation and the Hook Kids on Fishing program. Kick off the football weekend with 96.9 The Game and enjoy ice-cold Bud Light at Spats in Winter Park Thursday starting at 3 p.m. Free game gear and a shot at tickets to the next Bucks home game. The Orlando Soul Bears are back on the ice Thursday night as they take on the Norfolk Admirals. Listen live on 96.9thegame.com and iHeartRadio.
Who are these people?
The new FM 96.9 The Game.
We are back on Full Court Press Radio, sponsored by SOFOELC on the new 96.9 The Game, Orlando sports leader. I'm your host, Danny Thompson, hanging out with you tonight, along with my dynamic duo, Paul Myers and Mark Johnson of NBAFCPRadio.com. And calling in tonight, the first guest tonight is one of our favorite guests from Space City Scoop and Raptors Republic. She's the editor-in-chief of both of those wonderful websites. So if you're a Rockets fan and as well as a Raptors fan, please check out their articles on SB Nation. Our good friend Tamberlin Richardson. Tam, how you doing?
I'm good. You're giving me too much credit, though. I'm actually just the editor at Space City Scoop. I'm a writer at Raptors Republic, and it's not SB Nation. That's our competition.
Jeez. Strike one. All right. I feel as bad as Mark in the Robert Sacre comments earlier. So, you know, but
it's all good.
But tonight, Tam, we're bringing you in talking about the Northwest Division. For those who don't know, the Northwest Division is the Oklahoma City Thunder, Portland Trail Blazers, Minnesota Timberwolves, the Utah Jazz, and the Denver Nuggets. So we're going to go over what some of the teams, what to watch for each of the teams. So if you're watching League Pass, Paul will take on the Denver Nuggets. Mark will take the Utah Jazz. Tam will take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I will take I guess I'll take Portland. And then we'll alternate Minnesota throughout the entire time. So for the first one, Tam, you'll take on Oklahoma City and Minnesota. So if you're watching the Oklahoma City Thunder right now, who are you watching for on the team if you're watching League Pass? And we all know about Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, so somebody different.
Oh, somebody different?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I like that Donovan's keeping Steven Adams and Andre Robertson in the starting lineup, because we all saw what happened with the defense in Utah last year when Cantor left. Cantor's perfect coming off the bench because he'll wear out some of the opposing front court, but I really like Robertson. To me, is very similar to Thabo Sefolosha, who left, and another person to keep an eye on. I like McGarry a lot. I I think he's going to have a decent season. But, I mean, you can't deny Durant and Russell Westbrook kept score last year. They made comments about the fact that teams were punking them when they were beating them, and here's a team that still finished with the 11th best offense in the league and didn't have Kevin Durant for the majority of the season. So they're going to rule this year.
Interesting. So, Paul, what do you think about when you're watching the Denver Nuggets? Who are you watching for this year?
It's got to be Moutier. I mean, this is the guy they brought in. He was exciting in an international ball. I want to see what he's going to do amongst these other athletes and guys with physical ability. I feel like he was always the biggest guard on the court before, so now I feel like he's actually going to have some size. So I want to see how he transitions and does in the NBA. So my guy is Moutier.
Mark, you have the Utah Jazz. Who are you watching on Utah?
It's a number of guys to watch, but really I'm going to start with Derek Favors, the power forward.
Okay.
This guy was rated ahead of DeMarcus Cousins coming out of college, and DeMarcus Cousins has since light years past him. But Derek Favors really has a lot of talent. He's just really starting to put it together. This guy really has to take the next step and be one of the best power forwards in the league. He has the talent to do it. Will he do it? We have to see.
Do you think he will?
I'm not sure. I'm like it's kind of like he kind of plays back and forth. Like great one night, the next night so. Yeah. He has to be more consistent. I mean, he can be a dominating player when he puts his mind to it. I'm just not sure, that the motor will run high for him all season.
And Tam, you think he is, huh?
I think he's going to have a breakout season, yeah.
Oh, interesting. I hope so. For Jazz fans, I hope so. But for me, since I have the Portland Trail Blazers, and I think they're the worst team in the Western Conference, the guy to watch for me is C.J. McCollum. I think McCollum will step into the two-guard role. I'm not big on Gerald Henderson, and I'll take my Hornets hat off for a second. I was never impressed with him in Charlotte. He was a throw-in in the deal, for Nicholas Batum. I think that they're more on Vonleh's case more than anything else. But I think McCollum, because he's a combo guard, will allow Damian Lillard to play off the ball a bit and not have to make so much playmaking. And, when he was healthy, especially back at Colgate in college, he was just a monster. And I think that now he played well. He played well for them in the playoffs last year. I think that he gets the time. I think he's the guy to watch because he's so dynamic. He's a poor man's Victor Oladipo in some cases. He's that good of a ball handler. He's not as good as defender, but I think he can make a lot of plays there. So, Tam, last question for you on this division. We're going to give you the young team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who is the person you're watching on the T-Wolves?
Well, I'm going to watch my Canadian Andrew Wiggins, but I'll throw someone else's name in the mix. I really like Shabazz Muhammad. I think that Shabazz Muhammad, if Levine struggles at all, I'd rather see Andrew Wiggins at the 2 and Muhammad at the 3. I think they would kill. So I think Muhammad's going to have a huge season if he stays healthy. I'm really looking forward to watching him, but Wiggins is my boy.
All right.
He's going to have a break, and he'll have an even greater breakout year this year.
I happen to agree with that. And let's stick with Minnesota. Mark, what do you think are going to be the strengths and weaknesses of Minnesota?
Man, I would say like this: the strength is going to be on the perimeter. As Tam alluded to, with Andrew Wiggins, Shabazz Muhammad, you put in, throw in Zach LaVine, Ricky Rubio if healthy, Tyus Jones, the rookie. I think he's going to, get some good minutes in there. I think on the perimeter they're strong. The front court, they're a little bit unknown. It's not like they lack talent, but they're a bit unknown at this point. And Kevin Garnett, he's way past his prime. So, the front court's going to be like a little struggle probably in the beginning. But, I think the strength of the team, it has to be the backcourt.
Right. So you don't
like Dang?
I like them. I like Towns and I like Adrian Payne. I'm just like, but, they're young. They're inexperienced. They haven't really put together a lot. They have the talent to do so, but can they hold that up, through a long season? We're going to have to see. Can Kevin Garnett really whip those guys into shape? That's what we really need to see.
As for the premier team in the division, Tam, Oklahoma City, what do you think their strengths and weaknesses are going to be?
I have a hard time. I mean, Obviously, the defense has to be improved, but when Ibaka is healthy, they're fine. Having